Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I want to talk about something, y'all. A lot of times when I do a video, I'm influenced to do something by after I'm talking to somebody. And a lot of times, I really think a lot of times the people that are asking the questions, they sincerely don't understand what's happening yet. And a lot of times me just doing a video will help that person out. And I like to help other people because a lot of times they have the exact same questions. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you something right now. When I first started a business, I don't care what the business is, I believe in what I do. Now, what does that really mean? That means that I'm going to put everything I've got into that business. I'm not talking about hoping and wishing it'll work and I'm excited about it. No, the excitement part's fine. The enthusiasm is fine. But I'm going to get seen where I'm not going to grow. Now, I'm going to show you something, y'all. This last business I got into. I made this post after I talked to somebody, and I hope it helps somebody. I want you to read this. Honest truth, I slept 8 hours total the first 4 days I got into Exitus Elite. Now, you can use it for Exitus Elite or whatever. Well, this is just universal, period. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the first time I treated something like this. I only slowed down and took a rest when it got to the point I couldn't function and was messing up. What does that mean? Well, actually, I'll show you. John Edwards right here. He had sent a bank wire, and I messed up sending him the numbers because I was too tired from spending so many days straight. You understand what I'm saying? That was a $1,000 payment. Until I messed up then, I literally was just rolling. I said, you know what? I need to stop and take a break, and this is what I did. So I worked to the point where I was screwing up where I knew that I needed to take a break. What else was happening? The words were looking funny when I was typing it. I got to the point that looked like the letters are moving. So I was give out. You know what I'm saying? But that is the type of commitment, nonstop focusing that I put into this business. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I want you to read this. Even when you take a break, your mind is still on it. Now, what it means is I'm enjoying the business, but I need to take a break. I need to sit back and spend a little bit of time with my little boy and stuff like that. And look, when you start back, you are ready and wanting to do it. So even when I was taking a break, I was like, you know what? I'm really, really ready to get back to this. Before I got in Exitus Elite, there was a movie coming out that I promised my little boy and the next door neighbor's kid that I would take him to. Well, it was in the middle of me making, my first goal was to make $20,000 in 7 days, right? That was my first initial goal in Exitus Elite. And I was doing nonstop to make sure I hit it because that's what I wanted. That was the goal I set for myself. That's how you reach goals, by setting goals. Going to the movie theater, of course, I'd already promised him. To be honest, y'all, I didn't want to go. But it was an obligation from being a dad. You know what I'm saying? Because my excitement was there, the enthusiasm there. I wanted to run with it as far as I could. So I went to the movies with him. We enjoyed the movies, y'all. But the whole time I was there, of course, I wanted to get back home. I was ready. I enjoyed my breakaway, but at the same time, I was ready to get back home and get back in gear. You understand what I'm saying? To me, that's what I'm talking about. Even when you're on vacation, your brain is still in something. Now, let's talk about this. Let's see. Even when you take a break, your mind is still on it. And when you start back, you are ready and wanting to do it. It is just refueling to keep going. I stayed this way for a month straight. It takes focus, belief, commitment, being accessible, and constantly getting seen. It also takes not allowing to be denied, expecting and knowing that you're going to make it. This is exactly why I say it's so important that you find something you believe in. Without it, you won't make it, and you can't fake it either. Find what you want to do. Get a game plan in mind. That is it. Know that it is going to happen. That's what I do, and that's what I did and do. Do you think like this? There's always some form of sacrifice to make it in the online business world. If not, everyone will be making it. They're not, but you can. It's your decision to do so. It's like always, it will be according to your belief. You can't halfway do it, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. So if I was already free from a job and I was focusing so big, now here's the thing that really I want to talk about more than anything. Oh, I had a list, right? I had a list, and that's what's going to, let me tell you something, y'all. My list, out of the first month, I made $40,000, right, in Exitus Elite. This is the first 30 days. Out of that $40,000, 9 came from my list. The other 31,000 came from me busting my tail on YouTube and connecting with people on Facebook afterwards that were leads that had came through. That is what I was doing. You understand what I'm saying? And so my opinion, if you want to make a list, that's great, y'all. But how do you get a list? You're going to have to bust your tail somewhere and get respect from a lot of people. And when you're making a list, if you're doing paid advertising and stuff like that, y'all, you have got to connect with people. Videos, your timeline on Facebook is vital, in my opinion, to make it. The ones who do paid advertisement say, here's my funnel, bam, throw it out there. Has nothing to do with them up there. They have no idea who you are. They have no way to connect with you. I guess they're going to brand someone else in the process. I don't know. And then when it's all said and done, you took the person out. They took you. If you believe that much in the business, wouldn't they have loved to have heard what you had to think about that business? What maybe you had to say about it? What that business would have meant for you and your family? Because to be honest, y'all, they don't really want a guru. They want someone who believes in something that they can follow and get behind. And I'm going to tell you something, y'all. If you show people you believe in something and you're being sincere, because you can't lie about this. Y'all, look, I slept 8 hours total in 4 days. I was already free from a job. I believed in the new business I found, and I was putting the work in. You see what I'm saying? You can't do this if you don't believe in what you do. Try it. It's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. You'll be the first one to give up. Here's something else, too. For a month solid, I'll show you something, y'all. This is a cushion, right? This comes off of a cushion outside. I've got a back porch, something, was it swivel chairs, rocking chairs, and they had cushions inside of it, right? It's a beautiful set I've got for something like. I've had this cushion sitting here for the entire month. I sit right here in one spot. The TV is 2 rooms down. The TV is not going to make me money. This sitting right here will. My breaks for not getting out to the people was people calling me on the phone, because I learned at $1,000 level, people need to connect with you, right? Talking to them on the phone. If you believe in what you're doing, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. People don't call you just because they're bored. People are calling you because they're on the fence. They want to know, are you going to answer the phone? I've covered this all before. I know if you're going to answer the phone, are you real? And do you believe in what you're doing? People want to follow people that believe in something. That's what they're looking for. Now, as a good sponsor, don't jump from business to business to business, okay? If you believe in a business, unless that business died off, which obviously is probably not your fault, if that's the case, then yes, you need to go look for something else. But if not, then you stay focused at that, y'all. Stay focused at that. Because if you're bringing other people in and they're excited about a business and their sponsor is no longer excited about it, I mean, it says a lot about you. Do you think they're really going to follow you anywhere else? That's how you make a list. By staying focused. By showing yourself in the Facebook group. I post something on my timeline. You want me to tell you something else too, y'all? Do you know where most of my posts on my timeline come from? From talking to somebody and then having an answer for them. And then I say, you know what? This would be good for a lot of people to see this. And then I'll copy and paste it here. Maybe change 1 or 2 words, take their name out or something, and that's it. You don't have to be some fortune cookie. But let me tell you something, y'all. This is real big right here. And I just got off the phone with a guy named Tim. Timothy Farrington is his name. He's a new guy coming to Powell Elite Systems about a week ago. And I told the same thing on the phone, y'all. When you're looking for content to put in a Facebook group, because you need to be active in a Facebook group, right? Whatever Facebook group is. If it's Yellow Brick Road, if it's Planet Millionaire, if it's Action Taker Success Group, whatever the business is that you're doing, it really doesn't matter. They need to see that the leads that you're sending there, that you're connected to it, right? Watch other people there. If you're applying action, you have got answers for other people. You're going to have answers. A lot of times I don't feel like I've got anything to really say today. Read the post on it, y'all. I can go right now to Powell Elite Systems. There's no doubt in my mind. Find about 5 brand new people who are brand new and start giving them some advice. Now, what does it do, y'all? It makes credibility for me. Now, you know, I mean, but you can't give if you don't know how to do it. And how do you learn to do it? By applying action. I am not going to read a whole book, a whole dictionary, just for a couple things that I needed from it. You understand what I'm saying? Now here's another thing too, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. A lot of times people think you've got to know how to do online advertisement, as far as paid advertisement. You got to know how to do email marketing. You got to know how to do YouTube videos. You got to know how to do Facebook. You got to know how to, there's all sorts of percentage of 80% of this, 20% of this, and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you what, y'all. If you're doing that, and I came into business on day one, and I found something I believe in, and I understand one thing: I'm not getting seen, I'm not growing. And I put the hammer down. While you're getting that PhD, I'll be making $1,000, $2,000 already, if not every month, off the work I've put in. I would rather learn by applying action, knowing I'm not going to quit, knowing that I'm going to screw up, and I'm going to learn probably more from the screwing up than I will if everything worked great. And that's how I've got credibility. That's how I learn the answers, and that's how I can get inside of the Facebook groups and give people answers at times, y'all. That's how you make a list. People are going to follow you. I don't have to sponsor 100 people. If I go in a Facebook group where there's 10,000 people in it, and I'm just sitting there every once in a while trying to help people and just being sincere about it, y'all, when a new business comes out, when I finally do have to go to another business or for whatever reason start a new business, you don't think that these people aren't going to be impressed? You don't think they ain't going to be asking me, Shawn, buddy, how do you want, what do I got to do? What have you got? You see what I'm saying? That's how you make a list, y'all. It really is. This is the difference between the people that make it not. I really don't know anybody halfway do it that makes a really good, strong list. You can't halfway do online business. You're going to have to bust your tail at some point. It may be in a previous business, and you have a lot of followers that watched you do that, and when a new business comes in, you might get a bunch of people into that as well, but it's the same mentality. Find something you believe in. Here's another thing. Stay focused at one way of getting out. Don't try to do 10 different things. It's going to wear you out. So I told Tim earlier, Facebook, YouTube, solo ads, whatever you want to do, focus at that one way. Commit to that, knowing you're not going to quit, and just master that one way. Learn to do it that way. And once you learn how to master something and it's working, and believe me, it will, then go to something else. And that's what I'm telling y'all. That's where your credibility comes from. This is where people are going to listen to you when you come into a Facebook group. You're not showing off. You just got the answers. How do they know you got the answers? Because you're getting the results. You know what I'm saying? Results, y'all. Some of y'all think you got to have results to get people. You don't. If there was two versions of me, one today that just had this, and I was posting in the groups and doing videos on just that, and another version of me which shows someone really excited about a business, shows something I believe in, that person is going to spank this person here with this. Because people join people, and when you find somebody that believes in something, they're going to follow you. They will follow you even when they don't know what you're doing. That's the honest truth, y'all. So, and look, if you need to use credibility, this is how you do it. Now, I talked to Tim Farrington earlier about this as well. Brand new guy, right? Got a lot of things to cover. Use someone else's credibility. There's several ways of doing it. Now, this is what I would suggest possibly not doing. If you notice, my name's not up here. I make sure not to put my name up here or anything like that. If somebody wants to use it, that's great. But I don't want for you to say, hey, look, this is my sponsor, Shawn Powell, blah, 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 Shawn. There is a slight percentage that people are going to go to there. You know what I'm saying? If you're bragging about, well, heck, let me go join him. You know what I'm saying? There is a percentage that will do that. I don't want that to happen. One of the best ways I've seen and learned is to use something like this without the name and then say, hey, look, y'all, I want to show you something. This is the business I'm in. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm learning an awful lot from it. I'm dedicated to this business. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to do this business, period, right? Now, I'm going to show you something. This guy right here, he came into the business. I watched him from day one, y'all. He killed this business. This is $40,000 in 30 days. There's no way I'm impressed. I know you have to be impressed with that. Anybody, I seen him. All he had to do was apply action. Y'all, listen, that's it. Did I say the person's name? No. You don't have to. Credibility off of that works just as good. Let me tell you something else, y'all. Being sincere, talking about it and saying, look, I'm very impressed with what this guy did. He made $20,000 the first 7 days. Saying something like that, y'all, works just as good. What don't work is lying about it and telling people this is you when it wasn't you. The reason I tell you that's important is because you're lying to your downline, and they are going to know that that's not you, and you'll lose credibility. It's not worth it. Just show them that you believe in something, you're excited about it, and just get out there to the people knowing you're not going to quit and keep going. How much? Well, this is me. Slept 8 hours total in 4 days. I stayed like this for a month. The TV is in the other room, 2 rooms down. I didn't slow down at all. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of commitment I did. Why would you not put in the work and expect to get the results that someone else is doing if you're not really putting the work in they're doing? You can't. You really can't. You know what I'm saying? So don't do business halfway. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So y'all, anyhow, I just want to let you know, no matter what the business is, this is really kind of a universal training. Exitus Elite is my primary business. If you're interested, y'all, it's life-changing, that's for sure. Click the link down below, explain that. If you're in Power Elite Systems, Exitus Elite, and you're struggling, y'all, Power Elite Systems is the way to go. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. Learn to make your own phones, put your own content in it, brand yourself, or use share codes, y'all. And I've got some excellent share codes. Yellow Brick Road is not only just a great share code, it's great for explaining and getting people in it. It's got a great Facebook group also. So y'all click the link down below. If you hit Power Elite Systems, you'll be able to see the Yellow Brick Road, and we'll be able to help you out with that as well. If you need anything, y'all, my phone number is down below. Be tickled to help you out, and I'm here every day. Appreciate it.